See, this is why we don't do YouTube. Okay, hold on, everybody. Okay. Well, it wasn't in the right position. Hold on. There we go. Hey, everybody. It's me again. So, today I wanted to talk about using the power of love to make your life better. Because apparently, there's people in my comments that need to know this information. I'm just saying, some people, they be wanting to like get at you, and it's like, you need to calm down there, and you need to learn how to treat people. So, here is my experience and how it helped me become a better person and become a lot happier. So maybe you need to listen if you're having some mental issues where you're just not feeling right. You don't feel like treating people good. I've been there. I've been there, bitch. And I can tell you, you get out of there as long as you want to, okay? So it does take a while. I used to have really bad anger issues. I used to like want to fucking murder everybody. I'm not even joking. This was years ago, but yeah, now I have a little band-aid. Put it on me and now I feel much better. So, here's how I fixed it. So, here's how I got the anger issues. I treated people badly in relationships, and then it got abusive. I'm not going to go super into it, but I shouldn't have done some things, and they shouldn't have done some things. We all shouldn't have done some things. But we did. This was many years ago. These people aren't in my life anymore, and they will never be, because it's best to leave that in the past. So, you know, I feel like you live and you learn, you know. Not everybody is, you know, perfect. Not everybody's gonna know exactly how to treat people 100% of the time. Sometimes we say rude things out of, like, on accident, and we're like, oh shit, did I just say that and that sounded rude as fuck? Yeah, sometimes that happens. I know I've done it. I know other people I know have done it, like my friends, but it's fine, whatever. So, you know, once you get into that negative mindset, you just kind of really let it consume you. That's how it was for me. When I went into that negative mindset, I really let that consume me, because I was like, I just want to kill everybody. And then I started treating my mom like crap, and she didn't do anything. It's just because she was, you know, one of the people that was closest to me, and I would just take out my anger on whoever, really, even if she didn't do anything. But yeah, and that was like that for many years after that, and I honestly just felt terrible about it, and I wanted to better myself. So, you know, I did some things. I ran away to Hawaii, you know. I learned something there, and then, you know, I just kind of calmed down, I think, once I got a job, like a permanent job. Because I feel like when you learn how to socialize, it really makes you feel better about people in general. I feel like, you know, it won't just be you thinking about what someone has done to you in the past, because, first of all, not everybody's like that. Not everybody's going to do that to you, you know. Yeah, there's trauma or whatever there, but at the end of the day, you can't sit there and say everybody's going to be like that, because that's just not the truth. So, once you know, get a job and learn how to socialize with people, I feel like that really helps me a lot. You know, even if you have a job currently, if you're not socializing enough, I feel like it's a good thing to practice doing. And sometimes it's hard because we don't want to do it. I feel like that's where the power of love comes in, because when we use positive thoughts and you know, kind of treat people in a loving way. Just keep love on your mind. Not in like a perverted way, but in like, just like a friendly way. I feel like that really helps, just everything. You know, it helps you want to talk to people when you try to use, you know, positive thoughts. Try to change your thoughts, if they're negative, into positive thoughts, because I've done that. It's helped me so much. I feel like, you know, the past 2 years have been super happy and fulfilling for me, just because I learned how to socialize correctly with people, and I have just made a lot of friends. If you don't have a lot of friends, you know, you might be depressed, because everyone wants to feel like they're loved by somebody. That's just how we're wired. So I would suggest trying to make your thoughts positive, even though, like, at first you may not like somebody. That's happened to me, where I didn't like somebody, and then months go by, and then we ended up being super close friends. That happens. What you have to do sometimes is accept people for who they are, you know, and if they're being a little bit of a smart ass or something, but they're not like that like all the time, and they're not like deliberately trying to be assholes to you, you know, just accept that trait about the person, and just kind of like look for the best in people, I feel. Obviously there's boundaries that we should have. Like, if someone's calling you a fat ass, don't talk to that person. I mean, just kind of common sense stuff. If someone's punching you in your face, don't talk to them. But, you know, if someone's like a smart ass, but like they're just, that's a piece of who they are, and like, you know, they're kind of pretty much nice most of the time, and they don't deliberately try to like make you angry or hurt your feelings. Just try to see the best in these people, because that's what I've done in my life. You know, even if someone says something that like kind of bothers me, or that I go, what the fuck, you just kind of gotta accept it and move on. Everyone says stuff like that. You do. Everybody does. Your mom does. Your dad does. Everybody. But yeah, I feel like in my life it has just made me a lot happier to accept people for who they are, and because when you accept people for who they are, they feel the love, because, you know, you still talk to them every day. You say, hey, how are you? It's that easy. Just doing that every day, and, you know, having small conversations here and there, you'll eventually get close with the person, and that's great. It makes you feel loved, it makes you feel liked, it makes you feel like you have a little buddy. And it's nice to have friends in this shitty world sometimes. Excuse me. But yeah, everyone needs friends. I believe there was this town in Japan that had like the most old living people. Like, they're like really old, and they like looked at their lifestyle, and a lot of them didn't retire, and a lot of them had super close friends. And I feel like that is the key, because when you have friends, you have smiles. When you have smiles, it makes you want to survive, and it makes you want to go on and live another day. It's really that easy, because if you don't have any, it's easy to get depressed, and it's easy to cry a lot. I've been there. I feel like a lot of people have been there, where they just felt alone. And, you know, getting a job, like I said, has really helped me with that. And socializing, you know, accepting people for who they are, even though they might irritate you sometimes. That's completely normal. Especially at work, okay? work is a stressful place sometimes. You know, you just have to understand that they might be stressed out, and, you know, as long as they're not being a psycho, and they're, you know, nice the majority of the time, just calm down and accept that and move on and act like nothing happened. Pretty much. So, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of people, you know, have problems making friends sometimes. And I feel like if you want to make friends, you know, you have to love somebody. Like, you have to put positive energy behind every interaction that you have, because, I mean, who wants to be around a little shart who wants to cuss at you and call you a little bitch all the time? Not me. I've been through that too. I was friends with a crackhead, and I can tell you that was awful. I will never do it again. It was abusive. It was awful. Never again. It was psycho. But yeah, that's a sign not to be friends with a crackhead. I mean, I know I shouldn't have to tell people this, but, like, honestly, sometimes people need to hear it, okay? I'm just saying, like, you live and you learn. Like I said, nobody's perfect. Nobody has, like, the perfect thing going on. Everyone has something, problems or whatever. But yeah, so that's really it, I think, for this video. I feel like, you know, if you're going through a rut right now and you're feeling lonely, you know, time to get a job, time to try to use positive energy behind every interaction. And if you don't want to talk to people, maybe it's not the time. Maybe you have to do some inner work, and that's okay, because for me, I had extreme social anxiety, and it took me a long time to toughen up and learn how to talk to people. And I was just so scared that I just hated them. For no reason, I just hated them. I was like, I'm scared, I hate you, kind of thing. But yeah, try not to do that. Just try to change your thoughts to positive thoughts at least. I would work on that first, maybe, before you try to talk to people. You know, if you have anger issues, I will make a video on that, because I used to have really bad anger issues. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that you can change as a person. I've changed a lot in the past 6 years, and it wasn't overnight. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't. And, you know, that's what life is about. Life is about change. And I feel like when you change and evolve, it creates new experiences, like having friends. And I feel like that just, like, it improves your quality of life immensely, you know, once you actually attain the ability to be able to do that. Sometimes you have to do it mentally first, and that's really probably the hardest part. And then the second hardest part is learning how to talk to people, because that could be really scary sometimes, because you don't know them and you don't know what to say and you stutter and you sound like an idiot. I've been there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any topics that you want me to talk about. I have a lot of experience with self-help, just on my own. So I know that it's possible to change as a person. I used to be a bitch, and now I'm not. So if that gives you any sort of clue, you know, if you're an asshole and you don't really want to be an asshole, you know, it's time for a change. It's time to, like, change your thoughts to more positive thoughts. Because when you have negative thoughts, it creates a negative environment and a negative world, not only within, internally, but, you know, when you think negative thoughts, it makes your actions kind of reflect that. Like, if someone talks to you, you'll be like this, you know, I've been there. But yeah, so yeah, just kind of like, who would want to be friends with someone who gives them a stink eye every time they say hi? Not me. So that's why you have to work on your thought process first. I feel, you know, sometimes it takes years, but you know, work on it. Work on it. That's all I have to say, because honestly, even though I had to wait years, it's been a good journey for myself, and I feel like I am finally where I need to be. Everybody. So yeah. Like I said, let me know in the comments if there's anything that you want me to talk about, like any life advice or anything like that. How to improve yourself, or how to deal with depression and anxiety, or whatever. Even food, eating disorders. I've had a lot of experience with that. I used to have binge eating disorder really bad. I no longer have that. Thank God, because that was literally like a drug addiction. It was awful. But anyway, just let me know in the comments what you guys need help with, or whatever. If you need help, if you don't, you know, leave a like if you got something out of this. I feel like, you know, it's good to help people. So, and I have a lot of experience with like changing myself. So yeah, that's all, everybody. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.